I got this Troy built Super Bronco. No start, no crank, no click or click, because I'm going to do the whole process. This one, it was no click and now it's clicking. So here's the whole information right here, that way I don't have to run my mouth all the way. It's right there. It is automatic with cruise control. So I am working on this one today. That being said, let's get her done. Step 1 you need to take is to charge your battery up at least 6 hours. Let's see how much is it. I should see 14. Maybe you can see it from there, but it is 13.53, which that's not okay. Maybe the setting is not right. So let's switch it to the fast charging, that 6 amp. Now it's on 6 amp. Let's see again. I am seeing 15.33. Now let's unhook this one and then come back in 30 minutes and see if it's going to stay above 12.5. Right. It's 30 minutes later. Let's try this again. Right now I should see 12.5. I am seeing 12.6. That's good. If it's 12 and under, that's not good. As you can see my right there, 12.6. This means my battery, it is good to go. Alright, I got my battery fully charged. Remove this one, the top one right here. That way you can do the whole test. There is supposed to be a 12 mil, I mean not 12, 10 mil over here and another one right here. That's 4 of them, one each side. So you need a 10 millimeter and extension to remove this part. Now she is naked. You can see everything right there. Alright, speaking of the old Troy build, this one, it was no click and now it's clicking. When it comes to a click or no click, it is very confusing, but I'm going to start with no click and show you what causes that. So most click users kind of expecting, or maybe you know or you don't know that. Usually there's a click over here but that switch over there, or down here but the battery down there, or right here at the front over here but the motor. Okay, when you don't hear no click at all, no click whatsoever, that be this 25 amp fuse over here. This can be located on this side or on the other side, or in the inside over here. Sometimes you can see it. And then the other no click, it be the ignition switch. But over here kind of confusing right here. It is sometimes it will click and then but it won't start, or it wouldn't do anything. It depends what kind of machine you're working on. And sometimes will not do any click over here. Another one I really like to point out, this is very common on any lawnmower or tractor. It's because of the rain. This sensor over here, it's a safety switch, or it's put the brake pedal is down there over there. So when you push this pedal over here, it will activate it. You let it go either opens or closes whatever is inside the sensor in there. So that sensor, because it gets wet or get hit by rocks, by anything, because it's under the tractor, so it will mess up most of the time. It can be that sensor or a wire gets ripped under there and then messes up. Okay, let me get a closer view on that brake sensor or brake safety lock over there. Is this one over here, and you can see it's that piece over there. So when the brake applies, it pushes in like that. So for example, right now, and we push the brake like that. So if the sensor is not working, there is no click at all, no matter what you're doing over there. So the no click will not start at all. Let me go back just a little bit. Another no click whatsoever, it will be your battery totally dead. Another one that causes no click is the solenoid over here. It is very important because this metal over here, it needs to have contact with the whole metal over there, which this solenoid over here, it's inside this box right now, and it's holding by this bolt over here. There's one, as you can see, the hole over here. If there is no connection between the metal or the bolt, they will not click at all. No click, because it will not activate, because this is the power from the ignition right there. This is from the ignition, and this is the ground over here. So if there is no ground, they will not click. So make sure you check all that, all the ground between this, that way you know you're not missing anything. Okay, let's speak or talk about clicking or click. This little sensor right here, you will hear click most of the time, no matter your battery, what level it is. And another click that you will have, it be the safety seat right here. This one over here, it will stack close like that. So if it won't open, no matter how much you tune your switch, it just going to click, but it won't start or activate the solenoid somewhere down there. So that click or clicking will not pull the starter or anything else. Even sometimes the light would turn on, but it depends what kind of tractor you're working on. So a quick fix for that is to disconnect these two cables over here, and like it be like it will open. But you don't want to do that. It's a safety, just in case you got kids want to sit over here, or you can fall off the motor and then it will cut yourself, or it will run over you. So it's better to have this one fixed. Another click that you will hear on the seat right here, that is kind of easy or confusing to understand. When you hear click over here, that means your ignition switch is good. It's very hard to put down the camera over there, but I'm going to show you with this solenoid over here. Okay, there is this red wire over here, or cable right here. So this one is from the solenoid to the starter, and this one over here, you can see it, this one over here, it's from the battery to the solenoid. So that's had to be like really literally like connection right here after the solenoid activated. But when the tractor off or keys off, they open like that. As soon as the solenoid activate, and it will connect it like that, and then you start the machine. But this one, most of the time it will activate and then will not. That means there is click, but this log over here, it will wear down in time, or sometimes when it gets hot, one of these start. For example, in my case, there is still connection inside this one, because I checked it already. There is still connection inside here, but this one, it's tuned into like a kind of a dot or something. There is no more connection. You can run power through it. So no matter how much connection you get, but the solenoid it will still click and click, but there is no power going through here and out there, or in here, out there, no matter what. So it was still connection, but it was really bad. But and then sometimes, like I said, it will wear out. So one of this will get shorter and one is taller. So if that magnet activate like this, it will have connection to this one, but not on this one. So it will not go down enough to close it in to have power through here. So that's the click and click and click, and will not. But before you do that, check it. To check the solenoid, make sure you get a 12-volt battery or a 6-volt battery. It does not need much power to do this. So as of mine right now, there is the ground, there is the hot wire. So I'm going to get my ground on the other side right here, just like that. Put your ground on that back metal or plate over there, and then have your multimeter on continuity right there over there, and put it over here like a one black or red on each side, it don't matter where. And now get your hot wire, put it on this pin over here. It should hear a beep if the solenoid is working. If it's not, will not hear a beep. Which I lied. I thought this one was the bad one, but I guess this is the one I fixed last year. I work on so many things, I can't remember which solenoid good, bad. So this one right now, you can hear click and you can hear beeps. But sometimes when you hear this and nothing. So this one right here, it means this solenoid is a good solenoid. But if you hear click and there is no whipping thingy, then get a new one. Another way how to be for sure this is working, because this does a lot of things. Okay, over here you can put a cable right here through the positive or the negative, either one of these. And then you also a multimeter. For example, you connect this cable over here, right here. Okay, now it's right there. And now get you a multimeter, put it on this one and then on this one. And then get you out of battery, put you ground or negative on this one over here and then over here. That's when that activate this thing between this one. And now you should see whatever you battery it is. If it was thrown up 12.5, then you should be see 12.5. If you see only 12 or under, that means this thing don't have enough power, even if there is connection between them, like the continuity or that stuff. But sometimes there is not enough I don't know how to explain that, not enough path to run or the full power from the one side to the other side. So make sure you do that. That way you don't go and spend all your money and throw money, and this could be the problem, and then you'll be changing out our stuff. This is only $20, so it shouldn't be bad if you found this one is the wrong one or bad one. If it's not thrown out, full power from there to here, that you say 12 from here to here, and the 12 volt should come out here as well, you know. So that's the other way. I finally hope this is the last click we're gonna do. All right, let's see. It clicks right there, and it clicks right there, and it clicks right there. So what really happens is, I don't know if you can see it or not, over here at the starter motor and the flywheel, it's already activated like that. So if you're going to try to start right now, it's already locked in there. So these are supposed to be in there. So what happens when you hit click here as well, what happens is this one all way up like that. What this is supposed to do is supposed to be down. It takes the momentum, like comes up and then pulls this one fast. But right now it's already connecting. Soon as you start the engine, it will try to pull it. You click, 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 but it's heavy, it's hard, especially when the magnetic already activated between the thing over here. So that's another click. You will hear click right here and everywhere. You can hear click, but will not start, and it sometimes will turn little bit, like it will turn sometimes, but don't have enough power. But have to have down like this. Hope I can get it down. Just like that. So when you start, have to like take momentum from the bar, like up, and then connect it right there, and then it start the engine. But if it's over in there, you will hit click and click and click, and it's not going to do it. Alright guys, I did my best to explain this thing, but I hope that's not confusing. But I really just want to help out, as I've been working on a lot of stuff and I learn and learn and learn, but I decide to share and share as well. So I hope that's not confusing. Last year, this one, or my previous video I should say that, this one has stuck on the teeth over here. So the whole time I was working, this thing, it was keep running the whole time while I was driving or mowing. So it burnt the inside this one, and then I fixed it, not rebuild it. I fixed it, I cleaned it up, adjusted, so it lasted for the whole season for last year. But now will not start. So we got fully charged battery. Now what else? Let's see if it's gonna start. I'm gonna put my microphone somewhere over here. If you're gonna hear like that, it be low battery. Let's go ahead and see what it's gonna do. I hope you hold that click, but first shot I did, it tuned the whole flywheel like it wanted to start, but it's acting like don't have enough battery. After the first shot, and let's check the battery and see if it's still 12.5, which we can see that's 12.5. That's good. Now you know that your battery, it is still above 12.5. So now check your cable wire. For example, this ground over here, it moves, or you hot wire on the starter right here. That's good. Any of those wires could be hot wire, or and then come to the starter solenoid. It's very hard to see over here. I hope you can see with my hand in there. Okay, there is a hot wire right here, and then there is a ground, not ground wire, another hot wire. So if one of those is loose on this nut over here, right there, then that could be your problem. In this case, it's not moving, nothing moving right here. So oh, this wire is tight. Right now, I don't know if it's my solenoid or not. So I'm going to disconnect here and start another shot again, and I'm going to see if I get 12 volt here, then that means it starts. Unhook the red wire or the hot wire from the starter. That way you can get a clear check right here, and then find a good ground here or anywhere here like that, and then start the tractor again. As I see right now, hope you can see it is almost nothing there. It's nothing, that's for sure. So now I should keep 12, above 12. I should get that without moving this. So now this is disconnected. It shouldn't be nothing happening except right here. And let's go ahead, start this one. I'm seeing 11.5. After seeing those numbers over there, it was confusing for me. It was like, oh my gosh, I was expecting to see 12 above, but it was, as you can see on that slow motion, it was popping up something certain number and then go back to 11. What was the number? And then it was confusing. So before I change the starter, before I do anything else, I decided to disconnect this one from here and from the solenoid. So what I did, I connect this one directly to the battery, and then I put my multimeter right here to right here over here. But I did still see 12.5 between that one over there from my battery to that one. That assured me that my cable is good. I was thinking there is a damage somewhere in there, so not enough power coming out here. But after doing that direct connection to the battery to here, I was seeing 12.5. And then this cable over here is from the battery to the solenoid as well. So I did the same thing, or this is the last test I'm going to do in my right now before I change the starter out. I want to make sure, as you can see right now, I got two battery. There's a battery and there's a battery right here. So right now I got 12.9, 12.8 on this battery. So what I'm going to see here through here, I'm going to see 12.9 or 12.8. It depends how much over here. So what I got right here, I got this cable hooked up to the negative side. Is it negative, positive, whatever it is? I got it, it don't matter. I got it here hooked up right here. And then on the outside, on the pole over here, on the start over here, I got my multimeter, the black one, hooked up right here. And the outside, my multimeter, I got it hooked up on the battery right here. On the other battery, I got my negative, no, not my negative, my hot wire hooked up on this little pin back here. And the last thing I'm going to do right now to see the result is to hook up the ground, which this solenoid is different. It got no ground through here, so I'm going to do this. Is the ground right here. This is the wire right here. So I'm going to do it right here. We should see 12.949 over there. It's activated. Hope you can see it right there. It's 12.49 right there. Let's see if you can see it from the camera. Yeah, you can see it right there. So now I know the power in here, through here, into here, comes back out here. It is good. So now I'm 100% for sure it is the starter. Let's go ahead and let's finish it. Before I finalizing this video, the tractor, it will eventually start, but you have to have a car jumper cable from your car hooked up to your battery, plus you have to have your car running. But if you're just sitting right there, it will not start. So this thing, it will eventually work with a lot of power. And then when I did the test a couple days ago, I tested it with a car battery, and this thing will like runs like it will run perfect. To someone don't know much about it, it will still be good, and you'll be changing out different stuff. But let me show you with a normal motorcycle battery right here, or smaller battery. That's for sure. This is smaller battery than any other battery. So I got my hot wire right here and my ground right here. And then, so let me show you before I install the new one. Let me show you how this one acts. Like I said, when you hook up a bigger battery, this thing, it will still run, and it kind of confusing. So right now, hope you can see it from there. I'm going to put this one over here. It's supposed to be run. This one turn around faster if the starter is good. But you can see nothing's happening right there. And then let's do the new one. This is the new one. Let's do the same thing. Let's put the negative cable over here. I mean the wire. I don't know much English, so now let's put the hot right here. This motor should run good. Okay, so now let's go ahead install this one on the tractor. Now everything back on there perfectly. Let's see if we succeed. Yay! Yay! Now 2 months later, it is running. Wow, guys, it's a long video and it's a long time. It's almost a little bit over 2 months right now. It took forever to come in my starter, and until now I put it in there and we succeed. It's running perfectly, and all that test I did, all that thing, I just wanted to show you and put it out there. And this video is very long, but I really hope it is worth for you to watch it and helping me out as well. That being said, guys, to change that starter, I think you should watch that video. I'm gonna put it up here on the on this side over here. That way you can watch it, because there is some adjustment I did. It's really worth to watch it. So that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching for this video. I appreciate for you liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel. So that being said, guys, until next video, bye for now. Bye.